Why Susan Sarandon deserves all the credit for one of Nonna's most memorable scenes, explained by director Stephen Chbosky. One of the best things about Nonnas is the love and care that has clearly gone into it, as well as the way that it celebrates women of an older generation, and not just their cooking. One of the most memorable and powerful scenes in the film is simply four women discussing their lives, the struggles they have had, but the good times as well, offering advice to one another, and just being an ear to listen. Director Stephen Chbosky wishes he could take the credit for this sequence, but gives that all to star Susan Sarandon. Nonnas also stars Vince Vaughn, Joe Manganiello, Lorraine Bracco, Linda Cardellini, Brenda Vaccaro, and Talia Shire. It is based on the true story of Joe Scaravella, who pours his heart and soul into opening a restaurant that hires Italian grandmothers as chefs. Nonnas comes to Netflix on May 9. Screen Rant spoke with Nonnas director Stephen Chbosky and screenwriter Liz Macchi to talk about this charming film. They discuss the difficulties in finding the perfect balance of heart and humor, both of which this movie has tenfold. Chbosky also praises the cast, giving Sarandon credit for its most memorable scene. Take one look at the cast list for Nonnas, and it is obvious this is a great movie. Chbosky admits that he got lucky, calling them a true murderer's row of legends. He laughs, "Whenever I tell people who's in the cast, usually I hit the third name and they're like, 'What?' And then it keeps going for like 8 names. What I love about it, mostly, is the fact that even though they are big stars, they are legendary performers," he explains. What they brought was something very personal to them. Vince Vaughn, he's a great actor, and we all know he's hilarious, but what a beautifully nuanced performance he brought. He really wanted to go to that place. Chbosky also praises Joe Manganiello, stating that he's known for so many things, but he's so funny and endearing in this. When it comes to the actresses who play the Nonnas, they brought a lot to the film as well. It's just every one of them, when it was time to be profound, they were profound. I think the salon scene, where they're talking about their lives, is honestly one of the best written and best performed scenes. He says before going on to admit, "I wish I could take any credit for it. I just kind of created this atmosphere. Susan Sarandon took control, and they locked in. We ran it for 3 hours with different cameras. We moved them around, and that was it, and lightning was in the bottle." What works so well about Nonnas is the perfect blend of humor and heart, something that can be difficult to pull off. This movie has viewers laughing 1 second and crying the next. When asked about finding the balance, writer Macchi admits, "I really wrote my family. That was my family. We all just loved very loudly to each other, so the emotions were always there. We would be laughing 1 second and then screaming at each other the next," she explains. It's that, I guess, quintessential Italian-American feeling. Macchi goes on to say, "I have so much adoration for my family and find them so endearing. I found them so funny growing up. It was really just genuine truth. Honestly, it was 100% that." Chbosky adds, "I wish I had some magic trick to say how I pulled off this amazing tone, but I will say the writing was that good." Of course, he praises the talented cast as well. We can talk about the cast all day, how remarkable that cast is, and they are all so funny and so moving at the same time, and could effortlessly jump from one to the other. What we were able to achieve in 28 days on that set was pretty remarkable.